back to Secrets of a Stylist. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Kim. I'm a celebrity fashion stylist. And for those of you who do, welcome back. Today, I am doing something that you guys love, a Q&A. Thanks for coming back. Just wanted to give you guys a quick reminder. If you like this video, remember to hit subscribe, like, and comment down below and let me know what you think. Question and answers. I've done a question and answer video before and you guys were super funny and I really enjoyed doing it and it seemed like you guys really enjoyed doing it and I know that you guys enjoyed it. So I'm doing another one. I'm just gonna go read the questions as they came in. Question number one. First one that came in last night. What is your favorite thing to eat? Peanut butter. If you could choose another job other than styling, what would you choose? Professional wine taster? Who wants to hire me? Anyone know anyone that needs someone? Quillscape? Favorite clothing brand? This is a hard one. I'm a stylist, like where can I start? However, I just came back from staying at the Ritz-Carlton in Laguna Beach, which was stunning. And I have to admit, I had all these little dresses that were sent to me. One of my favorite brands that I wore there was called Misa. It's out of LA. There's another one called Inda Clothing, amazing dresses. So that's kind of like the ones that are on the forefront of my mind. We're heading into Christmas and we're gonna start to go away on holidays. And so I'm kind of thinking about those summer dresses. Another one of my local favorites, Gypsy Soul Designs, the kimonos, the shag sweater, like killer. I love finding unique pieces. Okay, this is really random. I had like 4 people ask me last night. I have a gold necklace that has a K on it from Pura. And I had like 4 people ask me, how long is that necklace? If you wanna know, it's 18 inches. I think this is an interesting question. Who was the last person to chat with you on Facebook? Do you wanna know something interesting about me? I actually don't have Facebook. I have a Facebook page that's attached to an empty account. But it's really funny, my girlfriends will go out for lunch and they'll be like, oh, did you see da-da-da that on Facebook, da-da-da. I feel like occasionally I miss out on things. Like admittedly, Ryan, who films for me, he posts really funny things. And for that reason, I wish I was on Facebook because I like those things. But I feel like for me, it's just one more place that my head is like stuck into my phone. And I don't really like that because it's personal. And I think if you personally know me, then I want to connect with you. And you can call me and ask me what I'm doing and where I went on vacation. Other than that, I just use Instagram. I don't want too many social media sites because I feel like it's just gonna keep my head stuck here. And I actually want to look around. I wanna ask the question to my girlfriend like, oh, did you get a new dog? Or I wanna like go for lunch and hear the stories. I'm not saying Facebook's bad for those of you who love it. I'm just saying, the question was, who did I talk to? I'm not on it. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? I sleep with my closet doors open, and I'll tell you why. Because I have shoes and stuff in there, and I have a walk-in closet in my room. The thought of closing the door and letting all the smells like permeate, I always leave it open, and I really wish if I ever get the opportunity to build a house, I'm gonna put a window in my closet. Like how nice would that be to open that up and have the fresh smell in your clothes? Putrid, don't ever close your closet doors. Can you change the oil on your car, Kim? I saw an Instagram video where you were at the gas station putting air in your tires. Can you change the oil in your car and have you ever? I can. I haven't in a really long time because you know when you drive into the gas station and it's like full service, I purposely pull into that spot and then they pump the gas and then they ask you if they need to check the oil. I'm like, yes, check the oil. And actually I have a really, really sad story about checking oil. I actually blew the engine in my car 2 years ago because the engine light kept coming on saying that I needed to change the oil and I didn't. And then it turned to sludge and then my engine seized. It's an embarrassing story, but it's true. So I've learned now when the light comes on, it actually means something. Yep, it's true. How do you sleep? With your sheets tucked in or out? Definitely out. I can't stand it. You know when you sometimes go to a hotel and all the sheets are like tucked in and then you go to get in and you're like a mummy in the bed? No. I like to actually, I have to have my feet sticking out the end of the bed. So the rest of my body, I need it to be hot and then I put my feet out and they kind of self-regulate. Do you take shampoo and conditioner bottles from hotels? Never. My mom used to all the time. But I think because I have my favorites, I just don't do that. Do you always smile for pictures? I see you smiling in a lot of pictures. I'm just wondering if you always try to smile. I don't know. I think I smile if I'm happy. If I'm not happy, I'm probably not taking a picture, so maybe. So sometimes I smile because I'm really actually cheerful and happy and I'm a pretty laid back person. But sometimes if I'm trying to show you guys the clothing or something on my Instagram, I tend to look away from the camera. And the reason I do that is because I want you to focus on what I'm wearing and not my face, because it's not really about me. And I actually did a video on how to pose for the camera. So if you're interested in that, I'll put that link down below. What do you drink with dinner typically? Wine, Chardonnay, Quail's Gate, Reserve Chardonnay. That's what I drink with dinner typically. Or water. I drink wine or water. I'm serious, those are the two things I drink. What movie could you love and watch over and over again and still love? Okay, I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan. I love him. And I don't know if you guys remember the movie he did with Meg Ryan, City of Angels. Oh my gosh, and he falls to become human for her and then he dies. I could watch that again and again and again. And then Sarah McLachlan did the song for it, Arms of an Angel. Like, I cry every time. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? I have. I just got a speeding ticket last year. I haven't got one recently, but I got one last year. And I was actually in Toronto and I think driving on the highway. And I have to say this, I went to go pay it online and the drop down menu was so confusing because it didn't actually drop down that I had a really hard time paying it. So I think I ended up getting charged more by the time I eventually paid it. Sucks. What is your favorite thing to eat for breakfast? I did a video on this, actually, my morning routine. You guys should watch it because I used to have a bunny and Aurora is in that video. Actually, she wasn't my bunny. She was my daughter's bunny. But she was this massive, fluffy, white rabbit, like huge. Although I'm totally deviating from what I ate for breakfast, but I'm just saying that she's in my morning routine video and she's gorgeous. And after my kids would leave for school, I would take this bunny out and we would sit on the deck and she would have the time of her life because it was just her and I and she could just cruise around. But anyway, to answer your question, every day I have 2 pieces of sourdough toast with peanut butter and jam, sometimes choke cherry jam. And coffee. I drink plain coffee and I drink bulletproof coffee. And I'll leave a link to that below actually too, because there's something special about bulletproof coffee that you need to know about. What is the size of your bed? It's king. I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of people that go in it. A lot of people. My dog takes up half the space. That bed is always full. Where did you last go shopping? Interesting question for a stylist, right? If you want to know the truth, I was heading on my way to LA and I work with Nordstrom a lot. And so I had ordered a bunch of things online and I had them sent to my hotel. That is the best way to shop. They just showed up and I just cruised on out of there in all my new clothes. Okay, so the question is, what were the occupations that you wanted to be when you were a kid? Okay, so here's an interesting answer. I actually grew up styling my sister and like my Barbies. My sister's 4 years younger than me, which meant I got some really strong Barbie time because she was younger. So I played Barbies and dressed them up and did their hair and cut their hair and had that all going. So I really think that styling was actually like very organically what I wanted to do. But I had this book that I kept writing in. I grew up in Southern Africa. Grew up in Southern Africa in the country of Botswana. And my mom kept one of these books that like, I weigh this much, these are my best friends, and then you put like stuff from your childhood in each pocket. And on each time when it says occupation, I kept writing doctor or nurse. And I have no idea why I wrote that because I don't ever remember wanting to be that. But that's what I wrote. So, and I also wanted to be a news anchor, which currently I feel like one, sitting at this desk. So maybe that's what I should have done, but I'm kind of here now anyway. So that was an occupation I wanted to be when I was a kid. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Okay, so if you want to know something funny about me, if I start to laugh really hard, my friends always make fun of me. My friends, actually, specifically back in Winnipeg, Suzanne and Leanne, they're twins and friends of mine. They used to make jokes and talk about how like my eyes would like spew out tears and like I needed little mini umbrellas when I would laugh. So when I laugh really hard, and it doesn't even take much, I start like bawling my eyes out. It's a really weird thing, but it happens often. So yes, I cry when I'm happy. Hey Kim, I'm just wondering if you are afraid of heights. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But I'm never up in like really high places. Although I was up like in the CN Tower, and I have to admit I was totally freaked out. But I don't know if I would say I'm afraid of heights. It's just like, I think anyone would be freaked out. I looked down, I was like, whoa, that is super far. Do you believe in ghosts? I totally believe in ghosts. I don't know about you guys, but I have actually seen them. I'm not kidding you. I've seen them, like, you know that moment where you turn around and there's someone standing there? I saw someone in my kitchen, and then I could feel the energy, and I got goosebumps. I had shivers go up my whole body, and then I turned around and they weren't there. And it happened to me one time in Mexico too. I woke up and I could feel that someone was standing at the edge of my bed. I opened my eyes and I was terrified, and I could again feel the energy, but then of course they're gone. So the answer is yes, I totally believe in ghosts. Do you guys? Tell me about your ghost stories down below. Can you swim well? I can. I can swim really well, actually. I'm a kick butt swimmer. I can probably race you guys in front crawl and do a decent job. I might beat you. I might beat most, unless you're a professional swimmer, but I've got a pretty killer front crawl. Can you knit or crochet? That's a hilarious question. I can't, but I would like to. It looks so relaxing. I actually have friends that knit that are our age, and I don't know, it looks really pretty and they can do it. I think my sister can do it. I believe she's knit some stuff. And I don't know the difference between knitting and crocheting, other than I think the crochets have hooks. I don't know, you guys can let me know that in the comments below too. Are you a dog or a cat person? Dog, of course. I love my little Pippa Lily. However, I will say I love cats too. I love all animals. Like, I actually wanted to have a pig for a really long time until I found out that they grow massive even when they say they're teacup pigs. So, and cats I'm allergic to, so that's why I would say dog. And I love birds too. I used to have a budgie named Charlie, and he was blue and he was really cute. And I also had a cockatiel named Popeye, and he was awesome. But he plucked off all his feathers and was bald except for everything on his head. It was kind of crazy. I don't know. I feel bad for him. But anyway, that's it. Dog. What is your favorite style trend right now? Favorite style trend right now? I really love the big, they're called couch florals. I love those. And I've never been a floral person, but I have a ton of floral dresses now with these kind of big, old-fashioned 70s floral. I think they're gorgeous. So that's one of my favorite trends. Red is a big trend right now. I'm not really a red person though, so that wouldn't be my favorite. But I see it lots on YouTube, and I love Merlot. So I can kind of go with the red trend, but like shift it a little. If you guys have ever seen me in my shag Merlot sweater, I love that. What is the easiest way to get started as a stylist? Okay, so you have access to someone in your city or town. So for example, I actually just had an assistant, Sadie. Hi, Sadie. In LA. She just reached out to me and said, I would really like to assist you. These are the things I can do. This is what I like doing. I have a car. And you know what? I just really appreciated her tenacity, and I loved her energy, and I hired her. And I think she's fantastic. And so the easiest way, whatever city you live in, just Google the stylists that are in your area and reach out to them. But before you do, make sure you know what you're doing. So take a look at their Instagram, take a look at their website, because not everyone is a match. So if you like that stylist vibe, their style, their energy, then reach out to them. And I'm sure that it will be a very natural match. That's my best advice to you. Do some research and just reach out. A lot of friends of mine in LA in the makeup industry, they did the same thing. They looked up makeup artists that they wanted to work for, and they just reached out and asked them if they could assist and sent their portfolios. So that would be my best advice. Also, you can search those stylist schools online, because they give you a little bit of info on stuff that you need to know, and that kind of gives you that entryway into the business. So that's it, everyone. Thanks for all the questions. Those were really funny. They were fun for me to answer. I hope they're fun for you to listen to. You guys made me think of some really interesting things. Like, I liked the one about the closet. Never shut your closet door. That's gross. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you did, to give it a thumbs up and comment down below what your favorite question was, and ask each other questions. I want to see what you guys are talking about. So I will see you next week on Thursday. Remember to subscribe, and I will show up in your mailbox and we can hang out.